All right, so on this channel, we often talk about really just optimizing, I don't want to say your mindset, but your mindset, your habits, so that you become more productive, more capable, and you start hitting your goals. Because when you start hitting your goals, you start to become internally sufficient, internally confident. You start to believe in yourself. And obviously, when you don't have those things, life, it's a lot more difficult. You don't enjoy life as much. You find yourself constantly doubting yourself throughout your day. And because of that, you don't go after your ambitions in life. But look, there's actually another way in which you must optimize yourself. And this method is going to have a profound, if not the biggest impact on your mood. It's going to enable you to go throughout your life in a fun-loving attitude where you can joke around with your friends, your coworkers, and your family, or the person you have a crush on. And what this is working out and eating like a conqueror. Now, if you've been following our channel, you know that we talk about acquiring the mind of a conqueror, becoming more capable, shifting your habits, and ultimately this is the foundation to creating change in your life. Now, once you acquire the mind of a conqueror, you can successfully change your actions and behaviors, which is why only after you acquire the mind of a conqueror do we move into step 2 and 3, which is working out and eating like a conqueror. Now, essentially, you're going to be eating foods and applying eating strategies and doing specific workouts that will change how your genes are expressed. And ultimately, that's going to impact your energy, your mental alertness, and your mood. And the best part is you just follow these basic eating guidelines and do these workouts that aren't too complicated at all. Anyone can do them. But if you correctly implement all this information, you work out and eat like a conqueror, you're going to notice that you're just waking up in a better mood, a more joyful mood, and you're more energized, you're more mentally alert, you're ready to go, you're firing on all cylinders, instead of waking up tired with confusing emotions. Now, the reason why working out and eating like a conqueror is going to have such a profound effect on your life is, first of all, you're going to attain optimal hormone levels. Now, look, everyone and their mother knows that hormones are important, you know? But very few actually know to the extent. So I want you to think someone who takes steroids. They often get what's called a roid rage, where the smallest thing, it ticks them off like a freaking bomb. They get irritable, they get grumpy, and they lash out at random people for small things. Now, they're not in control of their emotions. They're not in control of their mood. And because of that, they enjoy life less. I mean, who wants to be angry more? I'd say that lowers your quality of life. Now, if that is you and you want to be angry, grumpy, and irritable, then do not work out and eat like a conqueror. But the reason why these people that take roids get this emotional state decline is their hormones are imbalanced. They have a huge surplus of testosterone, and that imbalance in their hormones makes it so that their mood isn't optimized, their energy, their mental alertness. Basically, when your hormones aren't optimized, you aren't optimized. It's literally that simple. And that was the biggest impact that I felt on my life, is when I started working out, eating like a conqueror. Was I just simply felt better. That's all it was. Like, I felt fantastic every single day. It was no longer difficult for me to be in a mood where I felt like myself. You know, because when you have those days where you don't really feel like yourself, you're just grumpy and irritable for no reason, almost like when you're tired, you know? It's like you don't really feel like yourself, and the days are more of a battle rather than something that you enjoy. And you should be enjoying every single day of this life that you have. I mean, we're on this journey, and if you don't enjoy each day, then you're letting your life rot away. You need to fix that. Now, working out and eating like a... Sorry, guys, I'm making some breakfast, so I'm going to be moving a little bit. But working out and eating like a conqueror is going to help you get optimal hormone levels. But look, there's way more to it. Got some bacon cooking right now. It's like it's not even 6 a.m. when I'm recording this right now. But yeah, so working out eating like a conqueror, it's like, first of all, you're going to get optimal hormone levels. Fantastic. But not only that, you're going to build the metabolic state to use fat for energy. Now, this is going to have a profound effect on your energy levels. It's going to make it, I always say that you get the energy of a kid on a playground. And that's the reality, is like your energy is going to be much more clean, consistent, and potent. And to really demonstrate, or to really bring this point home, to put this in perspective for you guys, like before I was eating and working out like a conqueror, like I remember I would go in the gym for like 40 minutes and get a nice lift in, whatever. But after I started eating like a conqueror and working out like a conqueror, I went into the gym one day and I remember like I got to the point where I was like curling like a 30 or 40 pound barbell and I couldn't even pick it up, like do more than 2 reps. I was like, oh, like that's super lightweight for me. And then it dawned on me. I was like, I've been in the gym for 90 minutes when my normal workouts were about like 40 to 45 minutes. I literally was able to stay in the gym twice as long and push my muscles to a point of fatigue that I was never able to do before. And that's because I had so much more energy. And not only that, like after that lift, I went for a 2-mile run. So not only was my lift twice as long and I got a better workout in, but I went for a freaking run after because I had so much more energy. And look, I mentioned that it's going to be clean and consistent and potent energy. And that's because you know those times where you have a carb heavy meal and you have a burst of energy, then an hour later you just crash super hard. You get tired, you're exhausted, your mood's dampened. Well, that's because you're using glycogen for energy. It's much more roller coaster of emotion because your blood sugar levels are going to be going up and down. But when you build the metabolic state to use fat for energy, fats, they burn more efficiently. They're a longer lasting source of energy. So it's like you're going to find yourself having more consistent energy, less crashing throughout your day. And those two in combination are very powerful alone, but again, you're going to be getting more oxygen delivered to your brain so that you can think more clearly and boost your mental alertness as well. Now, that's why we say that if you want to become the best version of yourself, you have to follow this 3-step system where you acquire the mind of a conqueror. This is going to enable you to create change in your life. It's going to enable you to stick to your workout and nutrition protocol. It's going to enable you to be productive and happy and confident. And then we fine tune your body and brain like a Lamborghini. We start working out and eating like a conqueror. We're going to boost every aspect of your entire life. If you follow this 3-step protocol, you're not even going to recognize yourself. And that's how powerful this system is. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, well, Adam, can I really get this transformation? Like, is it really as potent as you say it is? And the answer is yes. We're literally tapping into how you are hardwired as a human to enhance yourself. There's no way that if you follow this protocol that you don't feel better than you ever have. You don't look better than you ever have. You don't think better than you ever have. Because the reality is everyone that comes in here and they apply it, they feel, look, and think better than they ever have within 30 days. Now, look, guys, if this sounds like something that you're interested in, right now we have a free book. It's going to teach you how to acquire the mind of a conqueror because, as I mentioned, the first step in changing yourself is changing your habits, your mindset. It's becoming more productive and capable. Because look, you can go keep telling yourself you're going to work out and eat healthy, but look, how's that turned out for you in the past? How many times have you made the New Year's resolution to do that, but haven't been able to successfully stick to it? And that's not your fault. That's the motivational industries. They're feeding us lies and telling us that in order to change our life, all it takes is more willpower and motivation. Cool. Has willpower and motivation ever produced the change you want in your life? I'm going to guess no, otherwise you wouldn't be here watching this video right now. So look, if you want to follow the correct formula for changing your life, go ahead, download the book right here. It's going to tell you how to acquire the mind of a conqueror. And then, depending on the time you're watching this video, we have a challenge. It may or may not be free. Originally, people were paying $47 and $97 for it. I dropped it to free just because I want you guys to change your life. And I didn't want money to be a determining factor, but man, people are getting some insane results. And the reality is, it's probably still going to be free. Who knows? Go ahead. The book's going to be free no matter what. So grab that book, learn how to acquire the mind of a conqueror, and you might see that there's a free challenge there. You should sign up. I'm going to help you implement that information from the book into your life, because knowledge, it's only powerful if you apply it. So go ahead, click that link, and I'll see you inside.